So the other book that I've chosen to do the review is this Fyodor Dostoevsky's White Knight. It's a very small and thin book. You can finish in a week or so. And this book is it has a great narration, um, and that's what the whole book is. It's just a narration and by the narrator of the book, and he takes you to different places, to very strange places sometimes. And so you can, if you want to, it's a great beginning to enter Fyodor Dostoevsky's world, because it's small and mild to read, that you can finish in a um, in a in whatever time you can, that can suit you. But it's easy to finish, that you can finish. So I think it's a great um, entrance to the world of Fyodor Dostoevsky's, because uh, the, the other thing that is great about the book is that it it goes to different um, um, different directions, that from the, even because the narrator is certainly putting his perspective forward, and but it also considers others. So I want to read something from the book that I thought was beautifully written, and where it is. So I pathetically fell silent upon concluding my pathetic exclamation. I remember that I wanted terribly somehow to force myself to burst out laughing, because I already sensed that a hostile little demon had begun to stir inside me, that I was about to choke, that my chin was beginning to quiver, quiver, and that my eyes were watering more and more. I expected Nastenka Nastenka, who was listening to me with her intelligent eyes wide open, to burst into her childish, irrepressibly merry laughter, and was already regretting that I had gone too far, and that I had been wrong to tell her about what had long seethed in my heart, about which I could talk as though I were reading a written text, because I had long ago passed sentence on myself, and now could not resist reading it, to confess without expecting that I should be understood. But to my surprise, she kept silent. After waiting a little bit, she gently pressed my hand, and with a timid concern asked, "Can you really have lived your whole life like that?" "My whole life," I replied, "my whole life, and I believe that's how I will end my days." And the other thing is that I want to read is, meanwhile you hear all other you how the tongue of humanity thunders and spins in the whirlwind of life. You hear, you see how people live. They live in reality. You see that life from for them is not forbidden, that their life doesn't vanish like a dream, like a vision, that their life is eternally renewing, eternally young, and not a single hour of it resembles any other. Whereas, how cheerless and monotonous, banal is that timorous fantasy, the slave of the shadow of an idea, the slave of the first cloud that suddenly obscures the suns and fells the anguish, the heart of every true Petersburg, the ones who lives in Petersburg, which holds its son to dear, so dear that what sort of fantasy is there to found in anguish? You sense that this inexhaustible fantasy is finally growing tired, that it is becoming exhausted under constant strain, because you see you are growing into manhood, you are outgrowing your former ideals. They are being smashed to dust, to bits and pieces, and if there is no other life, then you must build it from these bits and pieces. But meanwhile, your soul yearns and pleads for something else, and in vain does the dreamer rake through his old dreams, as if they were ashes, searching in these ashes for at least some little spark in order to fan it into flames, and with this rekindled fire warm his heart, which has grown cold, and resurrect in himself once again everything that he had held dear, that had touched his soul, that had made his blood boil, that has brought tears to his eyes, and had so splendidly deceived him. Do you know how low I have fallen? Do you know that I'm compelled now to celebrate the anniversary of my own sensation, the anniversary of that which was formerly so dear, of that which in essence never took place, because this anniversary is celebrated in honor of those same foolish phantom dreams, and to do it because even those foolish dreams are no more, because I have nothing with which to replenish them. You see, your even dreams need to be replenished. Do you know that I now like to recall and visit a certain times, places where where was once happy in my own way. I like to fashion my present so that it is in harmony with the past, and I often wander like a shadow, without need or purpose, downcast and sad, through the alleys and the streets of Petersburg. And what memories you recall, for instance, that exactly a year ago now, exactly at this time, at this very time, same time, at this very same hour, you wander along this very sidewalk, just as lonely, just as downcast as you are now.